At home I wake up to the sounds of rush hour traffic. Here I wake up to the bells of Santa Maria Maggiore.
Well, the town, as a whole, is a very classical place. When you walk around, you really get that feel of Italy. When I first arrived, it's just, okay, so this is what it is. Everything's so tightly compacted. And then I thought, oh, where's the school going to be? Is it going to be out of this town? Because I don't want to leave here. But we go walking down this backdrop, and the school's nestled, right in there.
Lanciano is beautiful. It's a very old, typical Italian town, and there's the most amazing churches everywhere you go, and monuments and fountains, and so many streets to get lost on, but there's nothing to disappoint here.
It's not like I've seen in other big cities, such as Rome, where they've kind of adapted to tourists. The only people I know here who speak English are the people who go to the school, and it's great when you're trying to learn Italian because the people in a way won't let you speak English. You have to learn to speak Italian if you want to be known and if you want to talk to people.
I don't think I truly enjoyed my experience at the school until it was too late, though.
What do you mean?
When you're at school, you kind of take it for granted almost, and it becomes part of your daily life, walking up the Corso, going for cappuccinos in the piazza, but you miss that once you leave. You miss it a lot.
Oh, well, I was from a small town, a public school, and I actually found out through one of my teachers. I wanted to get away and indulge in new culture, and once I heard about Italy, I really wanted to take the experience.
And now?
Now I never would regret it. It's amazing, and I'm so happy.
The academic program here is amazing, to say the least, because this low student-teacher ratio really lets you kind of stop the teacher in the middle of class, not after, and say, wait, I didn't understand question 3. Can you teach it to me? Like chemistry. That's a class that I've always had troubles with just wrapping my head around some of the concepts. And Mr. Spessot, one of the teachers, just helps me. I sit down and I'm like, can you explain this to me? And he'll do diagrams and explain it to me, make analogies, and really relate it to me as a person and not just as a student.
Loved all the classes I've taken here so far. Like the students, the teachers have come from all different places across Canada and some from Italy themselves, and they all have different perspectives on teaching and how things should be taught. And it's great because you get taught different ways and you figure out what's good for you and you learn their point of view on certain subjects.
At this point, my favorite class is probably Italian, just because it's something I've never done before, getting to learn a new language, but I'm also taking politics, world issues, classical civ, and they're just incredible. Great teachers and great subjects.
I've really liked all of my classes here because they're small, so the teacher has a lot of time to work with you and help you if you're not understanding the concept. And it's nice being not in Canada, and so you get a different perspective on things like world issues. You can kind of take in some of Italy's issues into that because you're living here, seeing it. And all the teachers are great. They want to be there and they want to help you, which is really nice.
The academics are rigorous, but the teachers make it easier for you because they help you and they're there to, guide you along the way. They don't just leave you out in the dark.
At the same time, the world doesn't have to be completely changed by man, and that some state in between those two extremes is.
C'è un solo punto di vista della storia. Va bene.
Yeah, the CCI school trips are probably one of the best parts about CCI because you get to see all of Italy. We went to Sorrento, we went to Venice, Florence, all the major cities, and I've gotten to know Italy really well.
We go on tons of trips. We go to Sorrento, Tremiti Islands, we go to Pompeii, Amalfi Coast, Venice, Florence, Ischia. So many trips. The trips are amazing. In fact, I'd say they're the best part of the entire year.
We always get a bit of historical background before we go on a trip in the morning. Whoever will make a presentation, describing a bit, where we're going, what we're doing, and how we're going to do it. So it's already well organized, and we already have, basically a background, so we don't get lost or whatnot. And once there, we take a guided tour. Really, we just inject ourselves inside the Italian community and see what we need to see. And it's always a positive experience.
One thing I really like about the school trips is they have different tours that you can pick to go on. This is good because if you've already traveled to Italy and you've seen a certain thing, you don't have to see it again. And if you have certain interest in a certain part of Italy, like ancient civilization part of Italy, then you can go on that tour.
A lot easier than learning a language back in Canada. You go around the town and you can meet people and go into stores and buy things, and you try to speak Italian, and if you get something wrong, they'll help you out. They'll say, "Oh, this is how you say it," or they'll help you in English, and it's just a lot of support. If you're coming here, you might as well try your best to learn Italian because this is a perfect opportunity.
My name is Patty Valles. I'm from Guadalajara, Mexico. And, well, it's really good because they're like sisters for me. Yeah. Really? I don't have sisters back home, so I feel like, I don't know, like having sisters now.
It's a completely unique experience that I wouldn't really substitute for anything. I mean, you get to know everybody so well, you know how they're feeling on a particular day, what their daily routine is. I know people better than I've known a lot of my friends back home. I know them here better than I know a lot of my friends back home. So, I mean, it's great in that way. I wanted to make a lot of really deep friendships, and that's what I've done.
The guys that I live with are all really, really nice guys. I mean, no one has any problems with anyone else. We tend to get along all the time pretty much, which is pretty shocking.
I think the res is for sure a community because, well, at first you have your conflicts with some people, but by the end of it you make great friends, amazing friends, and you learn to get along, for sure.
Probably residence is one of my favorite parts of coming here. I mean, I got to live with 20 different guys from different parts across Canada, all with different personalities and different views on life, that it was great for me to learn and talk to them, and coming out, I'm not going to be the same person just because I've lived with 20 people and become such good friends with them.
Well, for the past 3 years that I've been here, I've made so many friends, and I still keep in touch with them. Like, I'm still friends with people that I met the first year I was here. One of them is my best friend right now. She's in London, but we still keep in touch, and she's still like my sister. And you just keep in touch with everyone. So it's like friends that last a lifetime.
At the end of the year, it's always a sad time when exams are coming and we're all realizing how many days left we have with each other and try and cherish them as much as we can.
I don't know anyone at this school who regretted their decision coming here. It's just awesome here.
My independence has grown so much because I went out here by myself with knowing no one, and I left here with a lot more independence, knowing a lot more good people.
To me, it means more than the school, but it was a year-long experience, and it really opened my eyes up to other parts of the world and different people and tolerating and learning about new cultures. And it's just been so much fun with everyone together, and I don't want to go home yet.